My name is Misaki, and I am a working housewife. I live with my husband Daiki and our daughter Sakura. This day. Sakura, are you ready to leave the house?
Of course. I'm all set.
Whoa, Sakura, you don't look ready at all.
Hold on, Sakura, you haven't finished changing.
I was thinking, my pajamas are really cute. So, I'm going to wear them to kindergarten.
You can go dressed like that. All right, Sakura, time for a quick change with Daddy.
No way, I like this outfit.
If you wear that, the kid you admire at kindergarten will laugh at you.
No, I don't want that. I'll change quickly.
Wait a second. Did I just hear something I can't ignore?
Oh, Daiki, I'll be home earlier today, so I'll pick up Sakura.
Don't ignore me. Actually, I want to do the drop-off and pick up so I can check out this kid she admires.
Daddy, you need to wear the proper uniform to go to kindergarten.
It's a bit difficult for Daddy to wear the kindergarten uniform.
Would you like me to make one for you? You could match with Sakura.
I don't need that kind of kindness. And who is this kid she's talking about?
Even though life was busy like this, time with my family was the best relaxation for me. However, recently I've had a concern. Hello?
You took too long to answer. I always tell you to pick up within 3 rings.
Please don't be unreasonable. I'm at work right now.
You always have excuses like that. Why don't you start acting like a proper daughter-in-law?
Yes, I understand. So, what do you need?
I wanted to make sure you answered within 3 rings.
So, there's no actual reason for your call? Then, I'll hang up now.
Wait a minute. What's with that attitude? Which is more important, your job or me?
Recently, my mother-in-law has been calling me during work for no reason. If I ignore her, she keeps calling until I pick up, which is quite troublesome. On another day, during work again. Hello?
Oh, Misaki, I need a favor. I'm out of shampoo, so can you buy some and bring it over after work?
Sister-in-law, can't you buy it yourself?
Oh, how mean, Misaki. You'd say something like that. Fine, then I'll ask Daiki to do it. And when he comes over, maybe I'll complain about you to him.
What? Fine, I'll buy it and bring it to you.
Yay, thanks, Misaki.
Recently, my sister-in-law Sylvia, who returned to her parents' home after her divorce, has been relying on me for various things. Whenever I tried to refuse, she would bring up Daiki's name, so I tried to help as much as possible to avoid causing him any worry. So, after doing the shopping and delivering it to my in-laws' house this day. Good evening, sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, Misaki, you're so late. I couldn't take a bath the whole time.
Exactly. How many hours do you think have passed since Sylvia called you? You should know that without shampoo, she couldn't take a bath.
You two, cut it out. After she went through the trouble of buying it for you. How can you speak like that? I'm sorry, Misaki. You don't have to listen to everything they say.
Father-in-law. My father-in-law was very kind and always on my side. That day, he contacted Daiki, who then scolded them, and the strange calls stopped. A few months later, on the 17th anniversary of my husband's grandfather's death, I went to my in-laws' house early to help with the preparations.
Thank you for your hard work. Are all the preparations done?
Knowing Misaki, she probably forgot something.
It's all set. I've done everything you asked. I can't believe I ended up doing everything.
Huh? Did you say something?
No, just waiting for Julian to arrive now.
Hello, sorry for being late.
Oh, welcome. It must have been hard coming from so far away.
No, I'm sorry for leaving all the preparations to you.
It's fine. Sylvia and I took care of everything.
Haha.
Thank you so much. Misaki, you worked hard too. I'll go pay my respects at the altar.
Honestly, you didn't need to thank Misaki.
Really? Now that the preparations are done, you can go home, Misaki.
What? Go home.
The memorial service is for family, so you, an outsider, can leave.
But there's still more to help with.
Everyone else can handle it. Don't get too full of yourself just because you got some praise.
Thanks for your help. We'll take it from here and enjoy ourselves.
During the preparations, they kept criticizing me, saying I was inefficient and not supporting my husband as a proper wife should. I endured it, but being told to go home was the last straw. I decided to leave as they instructed, but then...
There's no need for Misaki to go home.
Mommy worked hard to make all this food, and we should all enjoy it together.
Daiki, Sakura, when did you get here?
What? Did you hear what we just said?
We heard everything loud and clear. Telling Misaki to go home? What are you thinking?
What? We didn't say anything like that.
Yes, Daiki, you must have misunderstood.
It's not a misunderstanding. See, we heard everything through this smartphone.
Huh? What do you mean you heard it through the smartphone?
This smartphone was connected to Misaki's phone in call mode. We heard and recorded everything you said.
This is what you call modern technology.
When Sakura showed the smartphone, my mother-in-law and Sylvia got angry.
What? Does this mean you've been eavesdropping?
I can't believe you would do that to family.
That's our line. You dumped all the preparations on Misaki. What were you thinking?
That's way too mean.
Oh, so everything's out in the open, huh? No point in hiding it now. Misaki is the eldest son's wife, so it's only natural for her to do this much.
We were actually guiding Misaki. It's Misaki's fault if she can't move efficiently without being told what to do.
Misaki can move efficiently without any instructions. In fact, it was probably much easier for her without you two around.
You were supposed to be out until tonight.
That was a lie. I came up with this plan. Now, explain everything to me.
What? Tricking us is unfair. How could you do this to family?
Because I knew you wouldn't admit your mistakes otherwise. And even now, you're trying to hide that you forced the preparations on Misaki.
We did help with the preparations. Don't just assume you know everything from what you heard.
But you didn't help at all, did you?
Misaki, we don't need your jokes right now.
You be quiet. All you do is lie.
Then, what did you prepare?
Of course, a lot of things, a lot.
Like what? If you don't say, I won't understand.
We did many complicated things you wouldn't understand, Sakura.
Then tell me. Unlike Sakura, I can understand these complicated things.
Well, you can't expect me to come up with something right away.
Yay, there were so many things that I can't think of any specific ones right now.
Seeing my mother-in-law and Sylvia making excuses that seemed like they weren't even trying to hide anything anymore, my father-in-law sighed and said,
It's not good to keep our guests waiting. Let's start the memorial service. Oh, and of course, those who aren't involved will have to leave.
Oh, you understand well, father.
Yay, so Misaki, you should go home quickly.
What are you talking about? The ones who should leave are you two.
Huh? You two? You mean me and Mom?
Wait, father. Why should we have to leave?
Why? Because you, as my wife, did nothing. You two are the ones clearly overstepping.
No, we aren't overstepping at all.
Yeah, we only asked Misaki to help because she wanted to. If anyone's overstepping, it's her.
Enough! You two are the ones who are overstepping. You always dump shopping and chores on me. I won't tolerate it today.
Always? Have you been made to do this all along? Wait, have you been getting paid for the shopping at least?
You're sharp, Daiki. As you guessed, I haven't received a single yen.
What? So they've been taking advantage of you financially as well.
If you don't pay for things, it's the same as stealing.
If that's true, what have you been doing with the money I've given you?
How come? Donating to poor children in impoverished countries, maybe.
Or contributing to companies working on disaster recovery, perhaps.
Caught off guard, my mother-in-law and Sylvia started making excuses completely contrary to their usual behavior. Then, my father-in-law.
There's no way you two would use money for someone else's benefit. Let me guess. You spend it on hosts, and Sylvia on brand name goods, right?
Hosts? I have nothing to do with hosts.
Brand name goods. I'm not interested in those at all.
Speaking of hosts, I found a strange business card in front of our house. If that's the case, I'm honestly disgusted.
Disgusted. Women always want to feel excited.
Excited? Please? That's the last thing I want to hear from my mother.
Dickie, you don't have to say it like that. Women always want to dress up and feel feminine both inside and out.
That doesn't justify going to hosts. And Sylvia, were you buying brand name goods for the same reason?
What do you mean the same reason? Brand name goods are a sanctuary for the heart.
Right? So you've just confessed.
Ah, damn it.
Dealing with family makes it harder to hide things.
Tracking the money flow would reveal everything anyway. I want a divorce. And Sylvia, you'll have to return all the money you spent.
What? Do you know how much that would be?
You still have things to sell. I have nothing to repay with.
That's not all. You'll also pay Misaki alimony and reimburse her for everything you've made her cover.
Alimony. I just said I have no money.
That's irrelevant. You'll have to pay, even if it means taking out a loan.
A loan? I just got divorced. How can you be so cruel to someone who's already down?
You always act high and mighty while being wasteful with people and money. No wonder you got divorced.
What? Are you saying my divorce was my fault?
Did you really think it was the other person's fault all this time? You're quite delusional.
That's why you ended up being divorced. It's your own doing.
Wait a minute. You're being too lenient on Misaki. We were just trying to make her a suitable wife for Daiki. We were guiding her. Why are you making it sound like we did something wrong? This is absurd.
As I said before, you're in no position to guide anyone. You cook poorly, always order takeout, leave the house messy, and go out as you please. You're the one who isn't fit to be a wife.
Now that you mention it, I've never seen Mom doing housework properly.
Exactly. I ended up doing most of the cooking and cleaning. Misaki has been helping me all along, and I can't thank her enough.
I see. I'm truly lucky to have Misaki as my wife. Thank you for everything.
Yes, yes. I also always want to thank Mommy.
Oh, getting praised all of a sudden is a bit embarrassing. As I blushed from all the sudden praise, my mother-in-law, sensing the relaxed atmosphere, tried to change the subject.
Yes, Misaki really has been a great help to everyone. So, now that we've settled everything, let's go ahead and start.
I already said, there's no need for outsiders to participate. Leave now.
Wait a minute. You don't have to kick us out today. Sure, maybe we were a little bit wrong, but we didn't do anything bad enough to be kicked out immediately.
Exactly. And today is a memorial service. Can't we just set aside this issue for now and focus on remembering the deceased?
Sylvia is right. Today, we must focus on remembering the deceased, which is why we can't do that properly with outsiders present.
Stop calling us outsiders. Do you know how many years we've been together? Ending it so abruptly like this.
You still don't understand. Who has taken advantage of others' goodwill and behaved so badly, you still can't see that, which is why you are now outsiders.
That's not. We didn't do anything that bad.
That's exactly what Grandpa is saying is the problem.
You should know, we're cutting ties with you. Don't ever show yourselves in front of our family again.
Thank you for all your guidance until now. Goodbye forever.
Today is a day to remember those who have passed, right? I hope someone remembers you someday too. Goodbye, stay well.
What? How did it come to this?
What are we supposed to do now?
And so, my mother-in-law and Sylvia left the house, forgetting even their belongings, with the chanting of the sutras in the background. Following this, my father-in-law divorced my mother-in-law and demanded repayment for the money they had squandered. I also demanded alimony and reimbursement for all the shopping expenses. Both of them, having little money, took out loans to pay us back. They ended up living in a cheap apartment, burdened with debt, but strangely, they didn't start working right away. Neither of them had ever worked before and had no idea about wages, so they were picky about jobs. As they continued to repay their debts with new loans, they eventually couldn't borrow money from anywhere. Only then did they decide to work, but it was too late. Their debt had ballooned to the point where even working 24 hours a day couldn't cover the interest. They had no choice but to flee, living a homeless life, moving from park to park. As for our family.
All right, we're done with all the preparations, 10 minutes before we have to leave.
Thank you. Now we just need to get Sakura ready.
Ha ha ha, I'm already ready.
What? You're already in your uniform.
We changed together since I had some free time.
Father-in-law. That's such a big help.
Boo, it always sounds like it's my fault.
Sorry, we're always in a rush in the mornings, so we tend to assume.
Well then, since we have time, why don't we all leave together?
Yes, thanks to you, we can have a relaxed morning today.
All right then, let's all head out together.
Since then, my father-in-law sold the in-laws' house, and we started living together. His presence has been a great help to our family, as he easily handles all the household chores. Thanks to him, we were able to leave the house this morning with more time to spare than usual. Sakura has become very attached to her grandfather, and now I truly believe we are living happy days. As I wished for these peaceful days to continue forever, we leisurely walked to the station together.
If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.